All right, turn over this page. This is the warm-up for 6-3. First thing we're asked to do is simplify these. If you were asked to simplify 3x to the third over x squared, does anybody know what that might be? That is 3x, and to prove that, 3x to the third would be like 3x over x squared, which would be x, and you could cancel out or eliminate an x there, leaving 3x. What about number 2, 5x squared over x squared? That's right. These x squareds could go away and leave just 5. This process of knowing how to simplify will be useful as we move forward. Also, understanding what a factor is. Find the missing factor. Fill these out with me as we go. We're playing along. So x squared minus 2x minus 63 comes from two factors, x minus 9 and x something. Is it going to be a minus or a plus? This needs to be an x plus 7. 9 times 7 would give us 63, and it would give us the negative 2x in the middle. All right, the last one here, number 4. X plus 5 would come from 2x. Is this going to be plus or minus to get this 50? Plus, and what's the only thing it can be is 3. Very good. These would be the factors. What do factors do? Factors, fill in the blank here. Factors divide, fill in the blank. Factors divide what? What's a way you could complete that phrase? Factors divide polynomials. Factors divide there's a one word that you could be here, starts with an E. Factors divide. Good. Factors divide. Think of factors of 12. What's a factor of 12? 6, or 4, or 3. So those numbers could divide into 12. E, not they. E, V, E, evenly. Factors divide evenly, don't they? Would you agree that? There is no what? There is no, what's the R word we used to use? Remainder. So a factor, if you divide it, will not have a remainder. You agree? That basic concept comes back into play today as you learn about division. You're going to do long division, and you are going to do synthetic division. You know about things that are synthetic? So, if you say, here's the concept on this, guys. We can determine if x plus 4 is a factor of a polynomial if it divides evenly. There's two ways of doing that. One is long division and one is synthetic. I prefer synthetic, but I will show you both. They're both fairly simple. So let's try long division first. We're going to take a polynomial and divide it by this linear binomial. So down here at the bottom of your page, do a division symbol. And we're going to try to divide x squared plus 6x plus 8 by x plus 4. You've never done anything like this before, but it's doable. The only way for you to learn these two types of division today is that you participate with them. When you do long division, all you do is look at the first. X times what is x squared? x. So I bring it over here and I put it above where that x would fall. Like x is a linear term, I'm going to put it right here above this linear term. And then after you put a number above, you multiply through, don't you? So x times x is what? X squared. What's x times 4x? Excuse me, what's x times 4? We put it right here below the linear term. If I subtract, how much is left? 2x, bring down the 8, right? Plus 8. Now again, I'll look at just the first. X times what is 2x? 2. So put a plus 2. Now multiply through. 2x times x is 2x. 2 times 4 is 8. What's the remainder? 0. So you can conclude that x plus 4 divides evenly into x squared plus 6x plus 8. You can also say that that is a factor and that is a factor of x squared plus 6x plus 8. You all agree? Those are factors. That's long division. That's long division. On your homework today, there's 2 of them that say do long division. I don't care if you do long division or if you do synthetic division. This next type of division is the one I like the most. I like it the most. I don't care what you say. All right. Here's a really big one. We're going to do long division one more time. So right up here, right along, just so we can practice it, and then we'll do synthetic division to show you that they're the same. So draw your little house. 3x to the third minus 4x squared plus 2x minus 1 divided by x plus 1. We look at the first. X times what is 3x to the third? There, 3 and 3x squared. Would you, if I took 3x squared times x, would I get 3x to the third? So let's multiply 3. That would be 3x to the third, then 3x squared times 1 would be 3x squared. Subtract. That would give me negative 7x squared, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Okay. Bring down the 2x. All right, x times what is negative 7x squared? Negative 7x. Very good. That'd be negative 7x squared and negative 7x. Subtract. 9x, right? Bring down the minus 1. X times what is 9x? 9 times x is 9x. 9 times 1 is 9. You subtract, you would get negative 1 minus 9, negative 10. So you'd have 3x squared minus 7x plus 9 with a remainder of negative 10. So is x plus 1 a factor? No. I don't like long division in these scenarios. It's doable, but it's synthetic. What are some things that are synthetic that you know of? Synthetic clothing, material in your clothing. Where else do you find synthetics? Computers. What'd you say? Food. Rubbers. Like your oil that you put into your vehicles. Most of those are synthetic blend now. If you try to put non-synthetic, it'll mess up your engine. So yeah, synthetics. Man-made stuff. Let's do synthetic. So it's a whole new deal. Here's how you do synthetic division. You have it there on your page. We got to bring down every number. We're going to bring down the 3, the negative 4, the 2, and the negative 1. And then we're trying to divide out x plus 1. What would x plus 1 be if you made it a root? A 0 or a solution? Negative 1. So you make a little backwards L over here, and you put the root, the 0, the solution, for that factor in there. So we put negative 1 in. You draw a line, and this is how you do the process of synthetic division. The first number comes straight down, 3. So you just bring the first number down. It's kind of like a free space in bingo. It just comes down. You multiply at this angle. Negative 1 times 3 is negative 3. You add down. Negative 7. You multiply at this angle. Negative 1 times negative 7 is, oh, golly, I was thinking ahead. Thank you. 7. Add down. You multiply at this angle. Add down. Do you see 3, negative 7, 9, negative 10? Do you see where those come in? 3, negative 7, 9, negative 10. This would be written, if we started at 3x to the third, this would be taking 1x out. 3x squared minus 7x plus 9, remainder negative 10. Long synthetic. Let's do synthetic again. I'll give you one out of your homework. You're asked to divide that polynomial by that polynomial, or that linear binomial. What goes in the backwards L? Very good, negative 2. Bring the numbers out across here. We have a 1, 5, a negative 1, and a negative 9. What would be the first number brought down? Talk me through this. We have a what? A 1. What do we have below the 5? Remember, this is multiply. Negative 2. We add down. We get a what? 3. We multiply. We get a what? Add down. Negative 7. We multiply. We add down. 5. So if you divide that polynomial by that polynomial, you get 1x squared plus 3x minus 7 with the remainder of 5. Notice we start at x cubed, then we go to x squared. We take an x out of each term. It is not a factor because it didn't divide evenly. We add a remainder. If you get a 0 here, you would know it divided evenly. I like synthetic division. It's my favorite. There is one thing that you got to consider. Here's number 29 out of your homework. Write number 29 down. X to the 4th power minus 3x squared minus 10 divided by x minus 2. We're going to do synthetic division here, but it has an issue. It has a constant. Right. Missing a cubic term and a linear term. What did we do? We brought those numbers down on that synthetic division. We brought those numbers down out of that polynomial. That's right. You have, so over here in the backwards L is a 2. We'd have 1 for the quartic term, 0 for the cubic, negative 3 for the quadratic, 0 for the linear, negative 10 for the constant. So you do have to account for those missing terms in synthetic. And when you would go through it, you would end up with that. Okay, I'm going to stop the video right there. For now, I'm a person at home watching this. Hopefully this makes some sense on long division and synthetic division. How you can divide to find out if you can check factors. Checking factors, if it divides evenly and is a factor, then you know it's a root.